Have you ever loved someone so much, yet everything around you seemed determined to tear you both apart? This is the story of how God turned an impossible relationship into a living testimony of His power. Miriam had always believed that love was simple. But everything changed when she met Daniel. They lived in two completely different worlds. Miriam was in the bustling city of Lagos, juggling a demanding job and caring for her younger siblings. Daniel lived thousands of miles away in the quiet countryside of Oaxaca, Mexico, helping his aging parents run a small family farm. And somehow, their souls connected. Their love grew through late-night prayers, shared scriptures, and whispered dreams over crackling video calls. The distance was heavy, but their hearts felt light. They believed God had knit them together for a purpose. Then reality arrived like a storm. Daniel's family became worried. They had heard stories of scams, heartbreaks, and people pretending to be someone else online. They feared for their son. Miriam's family questioned her too. How will you meet? What if the visa doesn't work? How will you afford the trip? What if it's all a waste of time? The more they tried to move forward, the more every door seemed to shut. Visa delays. Financial challenges. Doubts. Misunderstandings. Time zone arguments. Even their own fears grew louder than their prayers. One night, after a long exhausting day, Miriam sat on her bed with tears rolling down her face.
Lord, is this too hard? Are we trying to do something impossible?
That same night in Oaxaca, Daniel stepped into the quiet, starry evening. He knelt on the cold ground and whispered the same prayer. God, if this is your will, show us. We don't know what to do anymore. Days later, they decided to fast and pray together, seeking God's direction, not their emotions. On the third day, Miriam opened her Bible to Matthew 19 verse 26. Humanly speaking, it is impossible. But with God everything is possible. She froze. It felt like God Himself was speaking to her heart. That same morning, Daniel texted her excitedly. Babe, God just reminded me, nothing is impossible with Him. I don't know how, but He's going to do it. Peace settled over their hearts. Not because the problems disappeared, but because they trusted that the God who brought them together would finish what He started. And then, God began to move. Daniel's family slowly softened as they saw Miriam's consistency, her humility, and her love. They started asking questions, not in fear, but in curiosity. Miriam's pastor connected her with someone who had recently gotten a visa and guided her through the entire process. Her sister unexpectedly blessed her with a financial gift. I just felt led to support you, she said. One by one, the doors that had been closed began to open. Miriam finally held her approved visa in her hands and cried tears of joy. Daniel's family prepared a small welcome for her, with music, food, and prayers. And when Miriam stepped out of the airport and saw Daniel standing there, trembling with excitement, they both knew. This was not luck. Not coincidence. Not human effort. It was the God of the impossible. As they embraced for the first time, Miriam whispered, Look what God has done. And Daniel replied, He made a way where there was no way. Their story became a testimony, not just to them, but to friends, family, and everyone who doubted. Because when God writes a love story, even the impossible bends. If something in your life feels impossible, your relationship, your visa, your dreams, your future, remember this. What is impossible for man is still possible for God. He sees you. He hears you. And He is working behind the scenes, even when you cannot see it. If this story blessed you, tap subscribe and join our family of believers who walk by faith, not by sight.